Hello viewers, we are back again with this AT&T 5600. This will be part 4. We're going to be cleaning the handset, and it's getting kind of late, so I think we're going to leave the base for another day. But we'll do this today. Start with the handset, and as you saw, or if you didn't watch the videos, you can take a look. In the previous videos we showed that the keyboard is having some issues. It's very sticky and dirty, so I'm hoping just giving it a good cleaning will resolve the issue. So let's get inside here so we can do some cleaning. Okay, so we've got the handset open. I've removed the back piece and I've exposed the two boards. Now, these telephones, unfortunately, as great as they are as far as performance and functionality goes, these were not intended to be taken apart. And getting this button board off of here, this board, is extremely difficult. And it's really something you do only if you absolutely have to. So the way this is held in here, and this is a terrible design, but the way this works is there is little plastic standoffs. You can see one here and here as they go down, and there's, I don't know, maybe 15 or 20 of them in here, and those little standoffs are melted down onto the board, and that's what's holding it in place. So in order to get this off, I got to sit here and cut all these tabs out, and then I'll be able to remove the board. Now, it's very, very dangerous to do because there's all these traces that run right up against where these standoffs are, and if you cut one of the traces, you got a problem. That's another fiasco to fix. Okay, so all the tabs have been broken off and the board is now freed. And you can now see why this isn't working. We have a disgusting inside of the handset. We have a disgusting dial board, which is actually like stuck to the thing here. And all this sticky stuff on the board, you can actually see where the conductive material would hit the contacts here. It's completely dirty. That's why it's not working. There's also plenty of oils on the keypad itself, so we need to get that all cleaned out, and hopefully a good cleaning will restore the functionality of this keypad. Alright, so I just got through with cleaning the dial pad. So you can see it doesn't have that sticky reflective material on it anymore. And the surface of the buttons is still a hair sticky, so I gotta clean it one more time, but just to show that it's working now. Base isn't plugged in, so we're not going to get any kind of connection there, but the buttons are working. Alright, so the keypad has been restored to full functionality. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this one more time on this side just to get any remnants of the sticky residue off of there. And then I'm going to clean the rest of the casing of the front, and then we're going to put the handset back together. Okay, so this has been cleaned off. You can see there's actually a lot of wear on this. So this was used pretty heavily for I don't know how long, but it saw a lot of use. So it's not perfect, but it looks a lot better than it did, and even better, it actually works now. So there's that. Now another annoyance here is that the wires to the battery terminals would not desolder, so I had to just cut them off. So I'm going to strip these now and get them back on. This is just another testament to how this telephone was not intended to be taken apart, which I find very irritating, because otherwise, you know, this is a very well-made telephone, but the design is just not very good as far as servicing goes. I guess they were confident enough that it wasn't going to break, and you know, to an extent they weren't wrong. It's, you know, largely still working 25 years later, and if it was taken better care of, probably would still be working now. But unfortunately it was not used in a very clean environment. Alright, those are now connected, and we'll begin reassembling here. Cut this off, I don't need that on anymore. Let's see, do we have all the parts here? No, we don't. Alright, so we'll watch the numbers go by here. I'm going to dial them in order, increasing order. Let's go ahead and continue to glue this down. Hang up this other phone so we don't listen to that sound the whole time. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put some pieces of glue above where the standoffs are to see if that'll kind of hold it into place. This may or may not work. I don't know what to expect here. Just going to do something like that. Now, of course, that may be an issue because it may be too high up and I'll have to cut it down. Maybe just a couple drops along the side here is better. This is such a terrible thing to have to do. Okay, so there was a little freak show here. The charging contact wire here was underneath the dial board when I put this on, and I glued it in, and the dial board wasn't working too well. And I think it may have been because that was under there creating uneven pressure. So perhaps the dial board is fine now. So this is how it's going to sit. Hopefully that glue isn't thick enough to cause an issue. I have a feeling that it may be, but that's one of those things we'll dodge when we get there if we have to. Okay, we have our handset lights. Let's zoom out a little bit here. Screw in the antenna. It's much better. And let's turn this thing on. Seems to be working better now.
Hello, and thank you for calling your National Weather Service for the New York City Metropolitan Area. Here is the official national. Hello, and thank you for the New York City Metropolitan. Here is the extended forecast. Hello.
Alright, so that seems to be working. Do another call outside.
Good evening. Friends don't accept critics.
Okay. Let's put the back screws in, and then we'll make an inside call and check the audio. Okay. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. It's working. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing the audio the other way. That's working as well. Let's go ahead and turn this off. And I'll ring this. Okay. Alright. That's good. So that's all set. This is ready to go. And then we'll have to do the base another day because I have other things to do today. Oh man, I just got junk from the battery box on there. We'll clean that off. Alright, anyways. That's not too big of a deal.